Thank you for taking the time to do Westfield Primary School's Safeguarding and Child Protection training. This training will take approximately 15 minutes and there will be some questions at the end. In order to safeguard our children, it is important that our volunteers and helpers understand the issues that we face as a school in relation to safeguarding. Please feel free to pause or rewind these slides at any time, and we thank you again for taking the time on this. Safeguarding means protecting children from maltreatment, preventing impairment of children's mental and physical health or development, and making sure children receive safe and effective care. Taking action to enable all children have the best outcomes. Safeguarding is your responsibility too. It's everybody's responsibility. So as the pieces of the jigsaw show, we've got their midday supervisors, cleaning staff, teachers, volunteers. Everybody contributes to the safeguarding working in a school. And it's important that we all work together to safeguard the children. This training is a condensed version of the training that we show to all staff when they join school and at the beginning of each school year. So as it says here, the role of the school staff. So staff are the people that can identify these concerns early, which prevent concerns from escalating. All staff must provide a safe environment for children and should be prepared to identify children who need early help. It's vital that any staff member who has a concern should follow the school's safeguarding policy and any referral processes, as well as supporting social workers and other agencies following a referral. All schools must have a designated safeguarding lead, the DSL, deputy designated safeguarding leads, DDSLs, and other members of the senior leadership team and/or pastoral teams can also offer support with regards to safeguarding children. The DSL provides support to staff and liaises with other services regarding the children. A DSL also has a more complete picture and can therefore respond more appropriately to safeguarding concerns. So who are our safeguarding leads? This poster is very visible around the school and details all of our safeguarding leads. Mrs. Bennett is the lead DSL and has the complete picture of everything that goes on with regards to the school's safeguarding needs. We're now going to look at the four main categories of child abuse. As I've said, there are four main types of child abuse, and the following signs are not exhaustive. Remember that a child may be experiencing more than one type of abuse. Child abuse can be physical, sexual, emotional, or neglect. It's important to remember, though, that children often get bumps and bruises during their everyday play at school or social interaction, but it doesn't mean that they are being abused. All injuries need to be considered in the light of the age of the child, their stage of development, their social background, and where the injuries are on their bodies, and any explanation given. The next few slides are going to go into more detail about each of these four areas of abuse. When delivering this training in school, we are mindful that we're not aware of individuals' own experiences. So please take the next few slides at your own pace and stop and approach them as and how you need to. Now that we have seen that everyone has a role to play, we must always act on concerns. We're going to look at the common signs that should always be a cause for concern. difficulty concentrating and not doing as well at school, becoming withdrawn, mood or behaviour changes, tiredness, mental health needs, self-harming, risk-taking behaviour, using drugs or alcohol. So just to recap what we've looked at already, these are the key points about how safeguarding is at the heart of what we do in school. Safeguarding means making sure children grow up safe, happy and healthy. We always assume it could happen here and we be professionally curious. We all have roles to play with regards to safeguarding the children. We're alert to changes in a child, and all children are vulnerable, but some are more vulnerable than others. The safeguarding team are here to listen to any concerns that you might have. Please do always come and ask any questions and we'll be happy to help. So, what to do if a child tells you about abuse? Listen fully, be supportive and take the child seriously. Let them lead the conversation and reassure them that it's not their fault and that they will be kept safe. Don't give the child the impression that they're creating a problem by telling you about abuse. Ask open questions and reflect back on what they're saying. Be honest that you can't keep it confidential, but be clear about what you'll do next. Don't ever talk to the alleged abuser or investigate yourself, and don't view any images that might be mentioned yourself either. Always report any concerns that you have. To do this, you need to get a safeguarding concern form from the front office or in our staff room. Once you have completed this form, please give it to the DSL, Mrs. Bennett, or any of the DDSLs that you saw on the slide previously. Face-to-face concerns must be reported as soon as possible, but we ask that without exception, any concerns are reported on the same day. So if something is disclosed to you, how do we go about writing a robust safeguarding report? You need to think about who, what, where and when. Include as much detail as possible, including the child's own words. Stick to the facts and make the report as soon as possible. Act on nagging doubts too. So when things happen, sometimes we question whether we've heard correctly and whether we actually need to report things. We would request that you report anything. It's that gut feeling, remembering that the lead DSL, Mrs. Bennett, has all pieces of the jigsaw and all the information. What we report as individuals may be just what she needs to complete that jigsaw. Low-level concerns include behaviour that is inadvertent or thoughtless, inappropriate for the circumstances, intended to enable abuse. So as it says again at the bottom, report low-level concerns in writing to the head teacher. Technology is a significant part of many safeguarding issues. For example, grooming for sexual abuse and exploitation, radicalisation, criminal exploitation, bullying, seeing inappropriate or upsetting content, sharing nudes and semi-nudes, gambling, fake news and disinformation, and cybercrime. This is a snapshot of the information, the safeguarding guidelines that we give to contractors and visitors when they come into school. I just want to draw your attention to the use of mobile phones. We do not use mobile phones around pupils, and especially on school trips. No photographs or videos should be taken at any time. When on school trips, the teachers will have school devices that they can take any videos or photographs, and they will be shared accordingly on newsletters. Thank you again for taking the time to complete this safeguarding training. The final part is to complete the questionnaire, which you can find on the website beneath this video. Good luck.